Say what's going on, YouTube. Once again, it's your boy 16 to Life back with another story for y'all. I need y'all to do a few things for me before I get started. I need y'all to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Also, hit that notification bell. That way, you will be notified anytime I drop a video and you can hop right up on it whenever you're ready. Also, scroll down through my page, check out some of my, I got some audio songs on here. I got some videos. I got a cold song called Never Tell. You know what I'm saying? Check that out. He give me some likes on that motherfucker. Anyway, let's get on this story. What I'm gonna give y'all today is one of my county jail stories and shit. At this point in particular time, I've been in the county jail for about a year and a half, maybe somewhere up in there. I was fighting some serious charges. So, while I'm in there, I'm seeing dudes come in and go out, come in, go out. Sometimes I didn't saw the same dude 3 or 4 times up in there. All right. So at this point in time, I'm in Riverside County Jail. I'm in 3A. At that point in time, that what was known as the Crip Tank. You know what I'm saying? So of course, I don't never tell the police I bang. I don't do none of that. But the tank was all black, so I can survive up in there. They asked me, "Can you survive up in there?" Yeah, I'm good. Throw me up in there. So it's whatever. So I'm up in there, right? Now, all the names I'm gonna alter a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put nobody's names out here in this one right here. So, except for my one homeboy, because it ain't really got nothing to do about him. So anyway, I'm in there one day. I see this cat, and for the story, we gonna call him let's call him Wild D. I see Wild D come through there. Now at this point in time, Wild D got a black eye. I'm the porter, so I'm outside sweeping up and shit. I think everybody else is locked down, me and another porter, but I'm outside sweeping up. So Wild D come through there. He had a cold little voice on him too. I'm like, "Man, what's up, homie? You down? You back again?" He like, "Yeah, chill, cuz. What's up?" I said, "Oh man, I'm chilling." He got a black eye and shit. I said, "Damn, Wild D, what's up with that eye?" He said, "Cuz, you got a homeboy cuz from Batty named Butterbean?" That's how he talk. I said, yeah, that's the big homie. He said, cuz got a cold right on him, cuz. I said, "What happened?" He said, "Cuz was on the phone, cuz, and I tried to prep cuz about his phone time. And cuz just took off and flighted me. He said, cuz got a cold, but when cuz see me, cuz, we gotta get down." I said, "Yeah, well, that's the homie. He ain't for no bullshit." So, so we up in there, we chilling and shit. Now we up in there maybe about a week or two before this little incident happened. Now this is, like I say, it's the Crip Tank. So this is like, what year was this? This is probably like 1995. So what's going on? Niggas up in there squabbing. It's 5-6 fights a day up in that motherfucker probably. So anyway, and for that reason, the police, like, okay, when they we be locked in our cells, but then they'll let us out and they'll let us out and give us day room, come out there, play video games. Play board games, look at TV, whatever, work out. But dudes will go back and leave the cell open, go back in the cell and get their squab on. That way they, the police ain't seeing them squabbing, fighting shit. So at this point in particular time, it's nighttime. It's about maybe they didn't lock us down for dinner, which is about 4 o'clock. Then normally like around 5:36, they'll let us back out for nighttime program to come back out, do what we do. So now it's one particular black officer on. So so around 6 o'clock, 6:30, he ain't letting nobody out yet. So we in there like wondering like what's going on. So come about 7:15, 7:30, he still ain't letting nobody out. So by now, one of the other porters or somebody then hollered at him like, "Hey man, what's up with day room, man? You gonna let us come out?" So he one of them more weird ass motherfuckers. He don't really give us no reply. "I'll let y'all out, when I feel like letting y'all out." All that old punk ass shit. So maybe about another 30 minutes, he come over the intercom. He said, "All right, I'm gonna let everybody out. I don't want no fighting up in this motherfucker. Y'all come out and fight, and I'm gonna lock y'all right back down." He said, "I'm gonna let y'all out in about 5 minutes. When I buzz all the doors, hurry up and come out and lock your door within 2 minutes, or I'm gonna lock y'all down." So okay, so motherfuckers start, grabbing their cups and getting prepared or whatever. Cause we can already see we got a live one, this dude is an asshole or whatever, So in a little bit, he unlocked all the doors and shit. So everybody is coming up out of there. So in a few minutes, he like, okay, close your doors, close 16. Hurry up, close 19, close 24, whatever doors is open and shit. He hollering, close these doors and shit. So everybody hurry up, close their doors. Now it's one door upstairs, This motherfucker just taking his sweet time. He got his door open, dude. So the police get on the thing again. He said, hey, shut door number 32, or whatever door it was, So about 30 seconds later, hey, shut number 32. So, all right, I'm just to lock this motherfucker down. That's what the guard is saying. So dudes, now they holler like, hey, they like, come on, homie, shut your door, man. We gonna call him for the purpose of this story. We gonna call him Stank. They like, hey, what's up, Stank? Shut your door, man. Stank, hurry up, shut your door. And the guard get on again. 32, shut your door. So now you got 2 or 3 dudes like, come on, homie, he fits to lock the day room, lock us back up. So dude he's still taking his sweet time, Okay, so when he finally come out, now he on the top tier. So now he looking down at everybody like, nigga, what? Like, yeah, I did that, fuck that. What y'all gonna do about it? He just looking, He still ain't shut his door yet. So then he finally shut the door, So now, of course, a lot of niggas in there like, man, this nigga disrespectful. He a little young nigga and shit, He pushed with he off the east side of LA. He pushed with the gangster car. Okay, so now he walk on downstairs like he hard, taking his time and shit. So now, Wild D go over there and tell him, say, hey, cuz, you the real disrespectful Crip. We gotta get down tomorrow, cuz. We gotta get down. You gotta see me, cuz. And so when Wild D turn away to walk back off, the nigga Stank fire on him. Bam! He fire on him and shit. So they turn around, they go to squabbing right there in the middle of the day room. Doom, 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 doom. The police see it. So he like, get down, y'all, get down. He's like, lock it up, lock it up, lock it up. So they go to squabbing. So they run up in there and shit, come get them 2 dudes. They lock everybody else back down. So program over for the night. Motherfuckers like, damn, man, niggas want to come out and listen to some BET and program, hop on the phones and shit. It's Friday night. We want to come out and kick it and shit. So now we locked down. It's all bad. So, okay, maybe about an hour later, they bring both them 2 dudes back. Normally, sometimes, like when people get into a fight, sometimes they'll separate them. It all depends. This particular time, they brought them both back. So now, when they going up the stairs, the nigga Wild D like, yeah, cuz. He laughing. Yeah, cuz, that was some bitch shit, cuz. You gonna have to see me in the morning, cuz. Yeah, nigga, I'm gonna see you in the morning, cuz. So okay, they lock us up and shit. So, next morning, Wild D, who was from Compton, he come out. It's a few other dudes in there, because in California, of course, all the gangsters, the majority of the gangsters, the gangster Crips, they all push together. So, dude, like I say, was from the east side of LA. He ran with the gangster car. So, Wild D go get at some of his homies, like, hey, yeah, your homie try to dope fiend me, man. I'm gonna need that fade and shit. So now, his homies is telling him, man, hey, look, you gotta get that nigga that fade, nigga. You gotta give him the fade, nigga. So now, the nigga Stank really don't want to fight now. Stank probably was about maybe 5'9", a slim nigga, probably about 150. While this nigga, he was a young cat, maybe about 19. Okay, now the other nigga, Wild D probably about 25, 26. He probably about 5'10", about 185, 190. He got some nice little weight on him. He had been to YA and all that old type of shit, be working out all the time and shit. So the nigga, like I say, the nigga Stank though, he don't want to fight, but his homies is telling him, man, look, you dope fiend that nigga, what you did was some bullshit. Dope fiend, for y'all who may not know, you fired on him. You basically like sucker punched him when he was walking away. So you got to get that man his fade, So okay, so now up in there in the county jail, the majority of everybody up in there is wearing basically flip flops. We don't get shoes out here in the California county jails. Only if you got certain medical issues they'll let you have shoes. Okay, well me, I had a pair of shoes. When I went to the county jail, I found out that I was flat-footed, wearing them damn them sandals, or whatever them flip-flops. They was hurting my feet. So initially, I was just really trying to parlay my way and finagle my way into some shoes and shit. I really didn't even know I was flat-footed. So I put a slip in, go see the nurse. They take me to the doctor for about 2 weeks later. And they tell me, yeah, okay. So they let me end up getting some shoes. So I had my people, they went and bought me some, some Nikes or some shit. So I had a fresh pair of Nikes up in there, which was rare. Now, it was another dude up in there. He also had, he had also, finessed his way into some shoes. So this nigga had like some boots. This folks that went and got him some type of lug boots or some shit from the swap meet. And they had that old, that tan rubber sole with and it had like little treads in it, like a big ass V's, and like a V. But shit was some real ugly ass shit. So anyway, the nigga Wild D, he go borrow old boys. He go borrow the shoes from old boy. So okay. So now, dude is like, oh man, I don't want to fight that nigga. He got shoes on. So okay, and there had been a time or two somebody else had thought I'd let him use my shoes, cause plus you ain't got no traction in the sale when you go up in there and squat. So the nigga came and asked me to use my shoes. So I really didn't want to let him use my shoes, cause in the event them motherfuckers get caught fighting and my shoes is gone. But now in the county jail too, we also got at the very end, cell number 1, and then the cell at the very end at the top, I forget the number the number that it is, the cells is real big, you know what I'm saying? So you can go in, they got them nice little sides to go in there and get your swab on, because the other cells is real small, so it's gonna end up turning into basically a wrestling match. You ain't really got no room to really go in there and fight, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really want to get a nigga my shoes, but I gave him my shoes and shit, so he can go up in there and squab. So now they go up in there, they go up in there, so the dude get the shoes. Now the nigga Stank, like I say, he worried about the nigga still, because I mean it's the cell is bigger than the average cell, but it's still it's still probably gonna be some wrestling and shit all up in there. So the nigga Stank take his jumpsuit off, he put Vaseline all on him and shit, like I say, because he worried about the nigga got a size advantage, it's gonna fit to grab him and wrestle him and all that old type of shit. So they go up in there. Niggas go up in there, they get the squabbing, and then you can always, when people is in the cell fighting, you always can hear it. Doogada, boogada, boogada, doogada. It's making a lot of noise, doogada. Them niggas is hitting walls and fighting, and doogada. Then all of a sudden it just go quiet. Quiet like a motherfucker. Now we's down there sitting at the table. It's me, it's another nigga, I'ma call him Fox, and the nigga Stank had a homie up in there. We gonna call him Tiny. Let's just say Tiny. Let's leave it at that. We're just gonna call him Tiny, right? So like I say, the cell all of a sudden just go quiet. And of course when everybody fight, niggas is listening and looking and shit. Sometimes they be wanting to peep in the cell, but they went upstairs at the end. So it's really no need for nobody to be up there except for they just being nosy, And of course when you go looking in the cells, the guard outside in the little tower that he's in, the little cubicle, he can look in there and see. So, of course, we don't want nobody to get cracked, so niggas stay away from there and shit. So all of a sudden, like I say, it go quiet as a motherfucker. It's quiet. We like, damn, what the fuck going on? Then maybe about a minute or two later, all of a sudden, we hear that nigga Stank yelling, Tiny! 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 This nigga screaming for his life. Tiny! Tiny! Now we sitting at the table, like I say, me, Fox, Tiny. Tiny look, he say, cuh, that's what I want. You can tell he really don't want to get in it. He don't know what the hell is going on. So I think it was the nigga Fox. Fox say, man, let's go see what's going on and shit, man. Let's go, because the nigga screaming bloody murder. So we all run up there, me, Fox, and it was another motherfucker. We all ran up there. Matter of fact, the nigga from Gangster, it was his homeboy. So we all go to the door. Now when we go to the door, Fox get to the door first. He say, oh, cuz, no, don't do cuz like that. He say, stall cuz out. So when I get to the door and look, the nigga Stank is on the bottom, laying on his stomach. Wild D is on his back. Got him in a chokehold, and the nigga's boxers is all the way down. The nigga's boxers is down at his knees and shit. It's blood, and it's a gang of like coffee all on the ground, like, coffee and shit. So he say, so the nigga Fox say, oh, cuz, no, don't do cuz like that. Stall cuz out. So the nigga Wild D, he say, y'all, hey, cuz, y'all niggas get away from the throat, cuz, and let me get my crip on. Cuz, get away from the door. And they say, no, cuz, don't do cuz like that. Don't do cuz like that. So they had left the door open. If the door was cracked, so they go up in there, you know, they go get him and shit. They go get Wild D and shit. And so I go get him and shit and bring him about it like, no, don't do him like that, homie. So now the nigga, so I look in there at the nigga Stank, he all fucked up. His face is all fucked up. His blood and shit all over there and shit, all over the cell and, you know, on the floor basically and shit. I'm like, God damn, what was going on up in that motherfucker? So now, so they come up out of there, you know, whatever. So like maybe later on that day or the next day, now the nigga Stank, he mad as a motherfucker. Now he can't handle the loss. So now this nigga then, you know, cause in there too we also had vending machines in there where we could buy shit up out of there like razors. They had you could buy, it was a soda machine up in there. You could put your cup down there and the soda come out, you know, get you a soda, you know, chips, and you slide your little card. They would put money on your card and you would just slide your little card through there. So, you know, chips, cookies, you know, soups, shit of that nature, you know, some shaving cream. And they also had Magic Shave where motherfuckers could shave their hair. So now this dude Stank then mixed up some Magic Shave in a carton, and he trying to, every time, you know, he trying to get up on Wild D so he can throw it in his face and shit. So Wild D go get at his homie like, hey man, look, your homie on some bullshit. Go get that nigga, man, before I fuck that nigga up and hurt him real bad. You know, go get the nigga. So long story short, they end up making the nigga Stank leave. Like, you know, okay, you gotta go home, you know. So he had to leave and shit. So like maybe later that day or whatever. So we sitting at the table. Me and Wild D. So I said, hey, I said, damn, Wild D, what the fuck was going on up in there? He said, cuz, that nigga had a pretty booty, cuz. I was gonna fuck that nigga. Now keep in mind, homie, this nigga is only doing 3 months. He had to turn himself in and do 90 days. So I'm like, damn, Wild D, you finna fuck that nigga? He said, yeah, cuz, booty is booty. I said, damn, homie, that's crazy. He said, good, I'm telling you, nigga, this shit is real with me, good. I said, hey, what was up with all that, why was all that coffee and shit all on the ground? He said, cuz, when we went up in there, we was squabbing, the nigga was running, cuz. He said, I grabbed the nigga and slammed him, cuz, and choked that nigga out. See, the nigga had been to YA, and earlier before then, I seen him horse playing with somebody. He had came up behind him and put him in a chokehold, and he literally choked that nigga into unconsciousness. So that was his thing, you know. He choked the nigga, and then, you know, and when he let the nigga go, the nigga just fell out. So I guess he had went up in the cell, the nigga had choked out, and the nigga had choked Stank out and shit. So like I say, I asked him, I said, well, what was up with all the coffee? He said, cuz, that nigga had a pretty booty, cuz. I wanted that nigga to feel it when I was going up in him, cuz. So I threw the coffee on that nigga and woke that nigga up. I guess he had already choked him out. So that's why when they was up in there squabbing, that's why they went all quiet, I guess, when he was choking the nigga. So then, I guess when he throw the coffee in the nigga's face and the nigga wake up and realize that this nigga is on me, my boxer's down, this nigga about to fuck me, this nigga go to screaming and hollering. Tiny, 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 tiny. So, you know, I mean, and like I say, this is the county jail, you know, so shit get real, you know. So when motherfuckers come up in there playing games, you know, and you ain't ready, you gotta keep in mind, man, it's some serious niggas up in there, man, and everybody ain't for no bullshit. So, like I say, the names in this story have been changed to protect the nigga that damn near got chocolate in his peanut butter. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but y'all fuck with your boy, man. 16 to life. I'm out.